Introduction. The Bible speaks clearly about a time known as the last days. Many people today are asking a serious question. Are we living in the last days? These are the final days of the present world before the return of Jesus Christ and the establishment of God's kingdom. The Bible actually predicted specific signs that would appear just before the return of Jesus Christ. And what is shocking is this: many of those signs are happening right now. 2 Timothy chapter 3 verse 1 says, "But know this, that in the last days perilous times will come." In this video, we will look at 7 clear biblical signs of the last days, and by the end, you may realize that we are much closer to the end of this age than most people think. Let's look at 7 signs Scripture tells us to watch for. 1. A massive increase in wickedness. Jesus warned that the last days would be marked by a dramatic increase in sin. Matthew 24:12 says, "And because lawlessness will abound, the love of many will grow cold." Today we see violence increasing, moral standards collapsing, evil being celebrated. Things that once shocked society are now widely accepted. The Bible warned this would happen. 2. People will become lovers of self. 2 Timothy 3:2-5 says, "For men will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, unloving, unforgiving, slanderers, without self-control, brutal, despisers of good, traitors, headstrong, haughty, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God, having a form of godliness but denying its power, and from such people turn away." We now live in one of the most self-centered cultures in human history. Social media promotes self-worship. Success, fame, and wealth have become idols. The Bible predicted this exact mindset would dominate the last days. 3. Widespread deception and false teaching. Jesus warned repeatedly about deception. Matthew 24:11 says, "Then many false prophets will rise up and deceive many." Today we see false teachers twisting Scripture, religions denying the truth about Christ, people believing whatever feels good instead of what is true. Spiritual deception is one of the largest signs of the last days. 4. Wars and global instability. Matthew 24:6 says, "And you will hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you are not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet." Throughout history there have been wars, but today the world faces something new: global military alliances, nuclear weapons, conflicts that could affect the entire planet. The world is constantly on the edge of crisis. 5. Natural disasters increasing. Jesus also spoke about earthquakes, famines, and disasters increasing. Matthew 24:7 says, "For nation will rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there will be famines, pestilences, and earthquakes in various places." In recent decades we have seen major earthquakes, massive hurricanes, global pandemics, widespread food instability. The Bible described these as birth pains leading up to the end. 6. The gospel being preached worldwide. Here is a powerful sign many people overlook. Matthew 24:14 says, "And this gospel of the kingdom will be preached in all the world as a witness to all the nations, and then the end will come." For most of history this seemed impossible, but today the gospel is spreading through television, radio, the internet, YouTube, and social media. Billions of people now have access to the message of Jesus Christ. 7. People mocking the idea of Christ's return. The Bible predicted many people would laugh at the idea of the end times. 2 Peter 3:3 and 4 says, "Knowing this first, that scoffers will come in the last days, walking according to their own lusts, and saying, 'Where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of creation.'" Today, many people mock biblical prophecy. They say, Jesus isn't coming back. The Bible is outdated. But Scripture said this attitude itself would be a sign of the last days. Conclusion. The purpose of these warnings is not to create fear. It is to call people to prepare their hearts. Matthew 24:44 says, "Therefore you also be ready, for the Son of Man is coming at an hour you do not expect." The question is not just, are we in the last days? The real question is, Are you ready to meet God? If you are walking with Christ, the future is not something to fear. It is something to look forward to. If you believe we are living in the last days, comment below. Jesus is coming soon. And if you want more biblical truth to strengthen your walk with God, make sure you subscribe to Prime Life Ministries. To learn how to be saved, be encouraged, live a Christ-like life, and spend eternity in heaven, not hell, please see our other video, Billions of People Are Being Deceived and Headed for Hell.